Hi, I'm Min for K-pop TV. XJAPAN is a Japanese heavy metal rock band formed in 1982 and is widely credited as the pioneer of visual kei or visual style, a movement among Japanese musicians comparable to Western glam. XJAPAN sold out 18 shows at the Tokyo Dome in Japan, which seats 55,000, earning the love of fans in Asia and all over the world. YOSHIKI, the leader, drummer, and pianist of XJAPAN, is also the main composer for the group, having studied classical music since the age of 4 and playing the drums since the age of 9. YOSHIKI is the face and icon of XJAPAN. As a world-renowned musician and a well-respected music director in Hollywood, writing the opening song for the Golden Globe Awards and the soundtrack for well-known Hollywood movies such as Saw, YOSHIKI, under the recommendation of his agency, shares his and XJAPAN's story through a film documentary, We Are X. This documentary takes viewers through the journey of XJAPAN, from the birth of the band through its many changes and rebirth. The film highlights many of the emotional and personal drama. On October 25th, to a sold-out audience, the screening of We Are X was held at the Mezzanine in San Francisco, and I had the opportunity to sit down with YOSHIKI for a quick interview. Thank you so much for joining me again today.
Thank you for having me.
So you're here in San Francisco promoting XJAPAN's documentary, We Are X. What was your first reaction when you found out that you're going to be working on this project?
Well, it's been kind of several years. Like my agent approached me like several years ago, if you want to create a documentary film of XJAPAN, but I was very hesitant to do that because our story is too painful to be true, too crazy to be true. So, but several years later, people around me convinced me to do this.
Did you let your members know right away, your band members know right away, or did you prepare a little before you let them know about the news?
I talked to the members, then started shooting, but we didn't know what we are getting into.
You worked with Steven Kayak for this documentary. He's the director of this film, and he was also very new to XJAPAN. He had no J-pop background or J-rock background. So was it difficult for you to share that story, or was there anything that you were conscious of when you were working with him?
Actually, it was better. Somebody didn't know anything about XJAPAN, so we could be kind of like, we could be completely, start from zero to who we are to talk about. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of material since the band's been around for so long. Was there anything in particular that you definitely wanted to include into the documentary to show your fans after all these years?
I mean, we have so much dramas, death, and then suicide, and brainwash, and so it was kind of hard to avoid those issues. But I wanted this film to be kind of like leave a positive feeling after people watching this film. So that's the only thing I asked him. You can use anything, any way you want. But I don't want this film to be a horror film.
You want it to be have a positive impact on your fans, especially since a lot of them gain strength from a lot of your music. Mm-hmm. For this film, I think this documentary is one of the rare outlets where fans, and a lot of your fans and the viewers, even new fans, get a glimpse of some of your most rawest emotions and your reactions towards a lot of the events that happened. Were you hesitant of putting that on screen, a more vulnerable side of YOSHIKI, since you're always on the spotlight?
Yes, at the beginning I was very, I didn't open my heart to interviews. I was kind of like avoiding the subject. But after several interviews, I kind of like opened the door all the way, said, ask me anything, then start crying when I'm doing the interviews too.
I'm sure it's very emotional and very personal to you as well. This film has premiered in other parts of the world, such as Hong Kong and I'm sure England or London. Has fans reacted differently towards the film so far?
Yeah, so we went to several film festivals. Actually, we were invited over 20 film festivals around the world. So far, this is very impactful. Yeah, actually when I saw it first time, I cried 10 times. Yeah, then I have an amazing reaction so far.